This is about the 50th take we've done on the Hitman Fight League, the Coach's Corner, because I'm very excited but also very giddy. I've known this man a very, very long time. Richard Smith, trained multiple world champions, namely Liam Harrison, Andy Howson, James France, the list goes on. And I apologise if you see me giggle, because I've got the giggle, so I'm going to try and keep it professional. Richard, how long have you been involved in Muay Thai and how did you get started?
I'm coming up for 35 years now.
Okay.
Been a long time. Started messing about with my mate when I was about 15 years old. Actually joined a gym, started actually training at a club when I was about 17. Never really looked back, never had a time in my life when it hasn't been central to my life since then.
So it bit you straight away, did it, the Muay Thai bug? Yeah, I remember watching you fight many, many times, and Richard actually jabbed me once in the eye, and yeah, it was very painful. So I remember. I battered loads of people. No, I'm often got beat up. It's fine. Richard, so what keeps you involved in Muay Thai? I know that your passion is just unlimited, really. Not only going from the lads that you've trained from back in the day, Steve Dean, etc. But I mean, and what was the other guy? The other Pitbull. What was his name?
Steve Rutherford.
Steve Rutherford. And I remember seeing them guys before even Liam and Andy were around. So you've been involved in it a long time. What keeps you going? I mean, I know that your two sons do it and it's a family affair, but what is it about Muay Thai that just keeps this energy going on and on and on?
It's a good question. I'd have to think about it. I love the sport. I love everything around it. I love the challenge and the competition. I love the fitness element of it. I love all about it. I think I love coaching, and this is my way that I can coach. I like bringing people through. They don't have to be world champions. I actually enjoy just having people who are underconfident, who come to the gym, who never thought they'd ever be able to throw a punch and even get in the ring and do some sparring, or, you know, a kid who's never done a forward roll before and they'll learn to do that. So I actually just like coaching, I like teaching, and I like bringing people through and bringing people on. And if that means they have the potential, like Liam Harrison, Jordan Watson, Andy Howson, to become world champions, all good. But if they don't, but they have other potentials, then finding those and bringing those through as well. That's my passion.
What is it about, say, the man of the moment's Liam Harrison, obviously, massive following, Hitman Fight League, that's what it's about anyway, it's named after him. What is it about a certain individual like Liam has that other fighters haven't? What is that special ingredient that they need?
I've been asked this question a lot, not particularly about Liam, but about fighters, and the main thing I always say, it's had a lot of airtime already, is consistency. If you're not consistent, if you're up and down weight, if you're in the gym only when you've got a fight and then out of the gym partying when you've not got a fight, then you're not going to reach your potential. Keep talking about that word, potential. So yeah, obviously you've got to have talent, you've got to have ability, you've got to have bottle, heart, fitness, all the rest of it. But if you're not consistent with it and you don't put the time in all the time, then it's not going to happen for you.
Your gym's famous all over the world now, isn't it, with social media helping it, and Liam's rise and won championship and various stuff like that. Did you ever expect it to be like this meteoric? Did you ever expect it to be this big for yourself and for the gym?
No. I mean, to be fair, it's not meteoric. The gym's now been going 30 years.
Yeah, but it seems like it from the. I mean it from a social media point of view, and that's only been the last 15 years. I would say that it's just jumped up.
I remember doing an interview for the Yorkshire Evening Post when I very first started the gym in 1992, showing my age. And I remember they were saying, "What would you like to achieve?" And at the time, it was, one day I'd like to be able to train a British champion. Obviously, we surpassed that fairly quickly. But once I trained a British champion, I wanted to train somebody, to international level. Once I'd got somebody to international level, I wanted to keep myself at that level. And my goals, I suppose, have grown as I've achieved things, or we've achieved things that I didn't think I would.
So your two sons also fight. What's it like as as a father, we know you coach very well, obviously, the stuff that you've done. But what's it like as a father to watch your sons potentially, because Muay Thai, you do get hurt. What's it like being the father as well as a coach, seeing them fight? What's that, the emotional side of it, what's that like?
Anyone who's a fighter really knows that when you are nervous before a fight, if you're fighting yourself, the nerves aren't from because you might get hurt, they're just the win or loss. How are you going to feel if you lose? How are you going to feel if you don't put your performance in and justify it yourself? So really, I mean, Lisa, my wife, who is now who is a massive part of the gym as well, it's both of us, not just me, used to fight as well. So I went through the same emotions when she fought, and she went through when I fought. So we're used to that situation. But the nerves come, the horrible part of it is not the thought that they might get hurt, because, my kids might get hurt when they step out of the house and cross the road. They might get hurt when they go on a bike. They might get hurt if they play football or rugby. So it's not really that. You kind of put that to the back of your mind. It's more the anxiety about the performance, anxiety about how they're going to feel if they lose, if they don't perform well, stuff like that. That's the issue. And all you can do there is be prepared for that, expect that might come, and train as hard as you can to avoid it.
Yeah. You're a man of faith. We know that you and your wife are both Christians. How's that helped you in your life, and has it transferred into the gym? Have you got, because of your faith, does it give you a positive outlook? I know it's very powerful. We've spoke about it before. How would you say that your faith has changed your outlook in when you start to believe?
I think it helps to put things in perspective mainly. You realise that there are more important things. So yeah, all right, you might be getting a bee in your bonnet about a fight, a win, a loss, something that's coming up, something somebody said on social media.
Or decision, etc.
Yeah, whatever. But you can put that in perspective and know that, have a faith that whatever happens, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll work out, and even if it doesn't actually work out this time, it will work out in the end. And that, like I said, there are just more important things.
Yeah, there's a bigger picture to certain things, isn't there? What do you love about Muay Thai? So I've asked every single coach this. What do you love about Muay Thai? Most of the coaches have said that, me included, obviously I had a gym before, but I've not got a gym now, but I believe it saved my life because I was an unruly youngster, so to speak. Would you say the same thing about yourself? Would you say that Muay Thai's, what would you love about it? Would you say, is it saved parts of your life, or what would you say?
It's given me a passion, and it's given me something to live for, and it's given me a purpose, which I think everyone needs. That goes back to faith as well, but I think everyone needs a purpose, and having that purpose, it has certainly helped me a lot. It's a hard one. For me, the gym is divided into two parts. I've got my fighters and I've got my out there competing at the weekends and all the rest of it. And then I've got my classes, which I love teaching. I love teaching, the kids' classes, the beginners' classes. I love teaching all the classes and being part of that as well.
Yep.
If I never had a fighter out again, I'd still love Muay Thai and I'd still love coaching it. If I never taught a class again and I was just out there with fighters and coaching fighters all the time, I'd love that as well. So I'm lucky to have both parts of it, and it's not, I don't do it just for the fighters, I don't do it just for the world championships and champions, and I don't do it either just for the classes.
What people may not understand is that without you doing what you do, I wouldn't have met people who are dear and close friends of mine who I love genuinely and have helped me get to where I am. So I can only thank you for that. I thank you for all the effort and the time you've put into all the fighters and just remaining humble and remaining a decent human being. And that's more to me than anything else. And you've always been a decent human being. Richard, thanks very much for that interview. And we'll see you soon on Coach's Corner.
Thank you.